And I will say that do do fill this poll once. So I have, as of now, guys, I have got around 6 votes on the polls. Three are working professional, three are students. What about others? Others also please fill this poll. Okay. And guys, I also want to know about your where is the poll? Poll you can see in the activities, right?
Yes, so you will see the polls in the activity section. So if you are on the laptop, you can there is an icon beside the chat icon which you can see, and if you are on your phone, again it is visible when you click on the three dots present above. If you are still not able to find it, you can always put it in the chat. You can always put it in the chat. All right.
Yeah, like you guys can put it in the chat. Like, what is your current experience? You're a fresher, you're a working professional, you are a student, right? And if you're a student, then in which year you are as of now, right? And if you're a working professional, then how many years you have been working, right? How much work experience you have? You can write that in chat as well. Okay, third year started. Nice, 2024 batch, student in third year. So I can see some working professionals also. I want to know like how many years they have been working in this field now. 2 years, okay. Okay, good, cool, cool. Okay, tech support. Okay, Sai Chaitanya, cool. Now, guys, there's one another poll where I actually want to know about your self analysis of your preparation, right? So, basically, as you are targeting the switch from service based company to product based company, so that's why I want you to fill this poll, which I just launched, so that I can have a self analysis, right? Like, what is your self analysis of your preparation here? Then what we will do is after this poll, we will go on discussing about the things. We will also take your questions, right? And we will answer this question as well, right? Got it. So I can see from the poll that many of you are very at the beginner level, like you have started the preparation or yet to start preparing, right? Cool. Okay, guys, let's move to the next thing, right? What we will cover in this session. So the first thing that I want to tell is perks of working at a product-based company. So that is the first thing. Second thing is what are the technical skills that are required. Third is upskilling and learning path. Fourth is networking and job search strategies. Right. So guys, what are the perks of working at a product-based company? Basically, at a product-based company, you're handling a product. That product is used by millions and even billions of users sometimes. Right. So basically, what you are getting is you are getting the exposure of working at scale, right? Now, how this exposure actually helps you? So, guys, basically, what I will say is that when we are doing our personal projects, there also we make some websites and all, right? But is that scalable? The answer is no. That is not very much scalable. So basically, what I always say is, everyone can write the code. Okay, everyone can write the code, but everyone cannot write the scalable code, optimized code, right? So the first perk of working at a product-based company is actually working on a product line that has millions of users as a user base, and you actually get to know like how to handle that millions of users through your product, right? So that is the first thing. Second thing is you actually get a lot of exposure because in these companies there are many senior SDs, right? Senior SDs who actually mentor you and help you learn, right? So that is also one of the most important things. And most of the product based companies have a think big culture. Now, what that think big culture actually means? Basically, guys, see, the innovation there never stops. Okay, they have engineering excellence innovation. They want to excel in engineering. They have operational excellence innovations, right? So that is something that is a continuous process in these product based companies, right? That is the case. Other perks are the good salary, good package, which you already know, which is actually the primary motivation of many, right? To join these companies, to get a good package, to get a good salary, right? That is the case. Okay, so these are some of the perks of working at a product-based company. Now, another thing is what are the technical skills that are required? So basically, guys, on this thing also, there are different roles for which the technical skills can actually change, right? And there are different companies as well. In product-based companies also, you have different types of companies, right? So I will be sharing my OneNote, and we will be just seeing this question now. Technical skills required. Okay. So you just guys let me know that my screen is actually getting shared. Okay. My OneNote should be visible to you. Is it
Yes,
visible?
Karthik, we can see the screen now.
Okay. So guys, one of the categories in the product-based companies, right, which many of the like aspirants aspire is MANG-M, right? This is just a acronym. So here that this is MANG, right? This is basically Meta. This is Apple. This is Amazon. This is Netflix. This is Google, and this is Microsoft. So many of the freshers or many of the working professionals actually aspire to be part of these companies because these six are a very big tech companies, right? So guys, there are different roles in these companies. So you can say some of the entry level roles. So entry level roles you can see as the SD1, or in Google it is SWE2, right? Or there can be software engineer 1, right? These kind of roles. So guys, as these are the entry level roles, so what are the tech skills that are required for these roles? That is the first question. So guys, the first question here is the first tech skill that is required here is data structures and algorithm. This is the foremost important thing that these companies expect from the entry level candidate, right? And the data structure that is asked here is from intermediate to advanced level. That is the case, right? So basically, if you're not good at data structures and algorithms, then it will be very difficult for you to actually get into these companies, because guys, these companies actually take 4 to 5 rounds in total for an entry level role as well. Okay, now the first round is actually the online assessment. This online assessment round has good level of problems, good level of data structures and algorithm problems, right? If you clear this, then you have technical interview 1. Here again you will be asked heavily on data structures and algorithm, right? The third will be technical interview 2, right? Here also guys, you will be actually asked data structures and algorithm with some behavioral questions. I will come what is behavioral questions here actually means, right? And they can also ask some things from your resume as well, right? And fourth will be the bar raiser round, or you can say like many companies has a final round, you can say, right? So this is also another thing. And here also guys, like you get to know many tough data structures and algorithm problems, right, which can be asked to you, right? and it can be some real life problems as well, right? Like how you will implement that real life problems with the correct choice of data structures and algorithms. That is what they also want, right? Second, so basically I must say that 75% focus is on data structures and algorithm for an entry level role in these companies, right? Now guys, what is the second thing here? So the second skill that come into picture here is your core computer science subjects, right? So यार, what are the core computer science subjects, मतलब क्या होते हैं ये? Basically what are these? अगर आप देखो यार, these are those subjects which you actually neglect in college, कि these subjects are not worthy. But guys, this is not correct. Okay, so first is operating system, बहुत ही important, very important. Second is DBMS, database management system, और तीसरा is computer networks, right? This is actually the core of your computer science, guys. Core of computer science, which many of you actually neglect. कि यार these subjects are like of no use. इसका क्या काम? Let's just do data structures and algorithm. Let me tell you one thing, guys. Even in system design and all the stuff, now you somewhere need these kind of concepts. Okay, that is another thing which I want to tell you. तो गाइज ये वाले सब्जेक्ट्स को हम लोगों को निग्लेक्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. इफ यू आर अ कॉलेज स्टूडेंट देन आई विल सजेस्ट दैट you put emphasis on these subjects while you are in college, right? या subjects है तो subjects को उसी टाइम पे तुम करके you can prepare so that when you are doing some actual technical interview prep, you don't have to waste your time here, right? So that is one thing which I want to convey, that this is one of the role, right? Third thing is actually behavioral questions, right? Behavioral questions, guys, is actually the questions that companies ask you. Like, suppose there is a situation you face, and they want to know, ki yaar, how you handled that situation, right? So, what is the skills? What is the ownership? What is the leadership you actually showed, right? When you are in that particular XYZ situation, right? Google has a round called Googliness, right? These companies actually take these rounds very seriously. So हम लोग इस round को neglect नहीं कर सकते, right? So basically guys, these are the core things which an entry level SD1 level kind of thing actually focuses. एक और चीज कभी कभार फोकस में आ जाती है, that is LLD, that is low level system design, right? But it's very small part, I will say, as of now, right? But yes, kabhi kabhi you can see the questions from this part as well, right? So these three are the top focus, and also guys, there can be questions from your resume as well. Yeah, jaise you have, like you will say that I have worked on a MERN stack, right? I work on MERN stack. I made this projects. So they can actually ask you about your projects, about your previous experiences as working professionals, right? अब आपसे इस पे ही behavioral questions पूछे जा सकते हैं कि if you were like you were working in XYZ company, you what are the situations you faced, how do you handle that situations and all that stuff. So these are the things that can be taken from the resume level, right? There is one question, that is what, there is a question that is development is necessary, right? So Abhishek, I guess I already gave all the answers, right? If you see, on resume level, you should have some things, right? For the resume to get shortlisted, for the resume to get look good, right? So development is always preferred there, right? But I will not say that you should put much emphasis. You should put emphasis like 75-25 or 70-30. Yeah, you have 4 years in college, come on, right? You can easily put that emphasis. If you are not putting that emphasis, you are actually wasting your time a bit, which I will never suggest, right? So I will say from the rounds perspective, it is not that important, as I have already did a breakdown for you guys about how the entry level job interviews in these companies actually work. Right. That is the thing. Yeah, we are covering in English only. What about computer architecture? Computer architecture, I haven't seen much in the interviews. Right, funny. So I haven't seen much in the interviews as well. Man, language specific is never an advantage here, Abhishek. So Abhishek is asking a question, is C++ an advantage? See, language specific things are never an advantage in these companies. Right. Because the thing is when you're working in these companies, you have to work what they're working upon. Right. So they never judge a candidate on the base of the language or the tech stack they're working upon previously. Right. So these advantage kind of things doesn't comes into picture there. Right. So one question is people telling me to shift to Java because it has more opportunities than C++, in which I do DSA now. Is it true? Yeah, as of now, again, that depends what kind of companies you're targeting upon. So before you ask the questions, let me just complete the things. Then you will get to know like what exact questions you have to ask. Right. Again, this is not a valid question. How many projects is good to have on resume? It doesn't. It's never about quantity. It's always about quality. So I will suggest that let's do one thing. Let me complete this thing first. Right. And let me complete this thing and let me get back to your questions. You will know what exact questions you have to ask. Okay. No, this is never a case, yeah, that we include projects of different tech stack so that resume is more diverse. No, not at all. Never be a jack of all trades. Right. This is never a thing. Okay. See, the more you write things on a resume, suppose you write, I know Mern stack, I know Spring Boot, Hibernate, and everything. Right. There will surely be questions from you, Jitesh. Okay. This is something that you should never do. If you're not confident upon a skill, you should never put that in your resume. Right. Because interviewers always like trust you that the skills that you have put upon are the skills that you actually know. Okay. So what they do is they actually want to ask you the questions on those skills. So it is never a thing that suppose you are a very beginner at some skill and you put that skill that okay I know it thoroughly. This is wrong. Okay. Put those skills, put those projects that are your genuine projects. Okay. Genuine projects, genuine skills, right? In which you have confidence. Right. That is the thing. So guys, if I talk about Mangum kind of companies, so for entry level role, this is their actual focus. They never will go very deep into the development. They will never go very deep into the development. They can ask you some questions based on your projects and based on your previous past experiences, right? In a behavioral kind of way. Okay. But in a resume, you need to have projects, you need to do some dev or anything, right? That is the thing that you should have so that your resume has something to show, right? Now, guys, there are some another seniority level positions now, that is SD2 or SW3 and more, right? And above that. So basically, guys, in these positions also, data structures and algorithm so will be there for sure, right? We cannot deny this thing that data structures and algorithm will be there for sure, right? Second thing that comes into even behavioral rounds will also be there. Behavioral questions will also be there, right? The another thing that will come into picture is the focus on system design. System design is both LLD, low level design, and HLD, that is your high level design, right? So there will be a dedicated technical interview for this thing. When you go to SD3 level and so, even this thing is something that is more of a focus, right? So this is the breakdown, but many of you, I guess, are just working professionals with very less experience. So many of you might be targeting this entry level roles, right? So for entry level roles, I have already did the breakdown of what skills you require, right? What skills you should focus upon. So I've given 75% here. Don't neglect this thing as well, guys. Give some focus here, like 10% to 15% to it of your time. If you're a college student, make sure that you're learning it during the college. Behavioral questions, you have to do the preparation separately, right? Low level design can come into picture sometimes, right? But this is a very a rarity case, so I will not say that it is the case that you should actually focus upon more. This should actually be at the last, when these things you are sufficing, right? Now guys, there are some another kind of companies as well that will come into picture, right? And those are also the product based companies, which you actually call some good level startups, right? I want to give you some of the examples there. So the startups like Browser Stack, startups like Gojek, and many more, and some unicorn startups as well, you can see, like Swiggy, Zomato, etc. Right? These startups actually, guys, have data structures and algorithm around, that is for sure. Right? That is for sure. Right? Another thing is they actually heavily focus upon one thing. What is that one thing, guys? That is hands-on skills. Hands-on skills, hands-on development, and that kind of stuff. Right? You will see that these companies will actually provide you a hands-on assignment. Right? Now, what is the hands-on assignment here, guys? Hands-on assignment here is that they will give you a problem statement, they will give you some time, and they will actually see like what skills you possess and how you solve that hands-on skills assignment, right? So that is one thing that they will also see. So guys, if you are targeting these kind of companies, right, make sure that DSA, you are somewhat at the intermediate level, right? But if dev is concerned, right, you should prepare it well. Okay, intermediate to advanced is what they want, right? You should prepare it well, right? So these companies even see your open source experience in your resume, right? Your resume actually gets selected on the open source experience stuff, right? More. So that is also one thing they see. So these companies are actually dev heavy companies, you can see, and they actually guys pay a lot, right? Pay a lot. Now, what do I mean by pay a lot? So if you see the Gojek package, it's more than 20 LPA, right? Same with the stack, same with many of these level companies, I must say, right? So guys, this is up to you. Like you have to, as a person who is aspiring to be at a good product based company, you have to aspire what level you want to, like what company, what kind of company you actually want to target, right? There are many more good companies with a very good pay, Adobe, Atlassian, right? These companies, Postman, these companies are also very much focusing upon data success and algorithm. If you are a, like fresher, right? Fresher, or you want entry level role after the working professional, right? So these are the tech skills that are required, right? So guys, data success and algorithm is surely required. Dev, kitna dev, like how much dev we should do, that actually depends upon the kind of company you are actually targeting to, right? But most of you actually target Mangem, Atlassian, in these kind of companies. So the roadmap for you will be somewhat like this, right? Because most of the people actually target these kind of companies, right? Mangem, Atlassian, Adobe, right? So your preparation should actually revolve around these things, right? So these are the tech skills that are required for this thing. Now guys, what is the second question here? Second question is upskilling and learning path. Now guys, again, this upskilling and learning path, should be actually is actually different for different candidates according to their experience level and according to how much time they can actually devote, right? Because some person can be a working professional, right? That person has x amount of time. A person who is a fresher or who is a college student has a lot more time, right? If you are a college student, guys, then you should actually broaden your scope of job search, right? What do I mean by broadening the scope of your job search here? So basically, guys, you should actually do a thorough research. Now you should learn data structures and algorithm. You should learn one programming language really well, right? These are the initial steps you should take. Another step is, okay, you should actually delve into hands-on skills, right? Web development is there. You can take some tech stack, MERN stack, mean stack, Java based stack, right? That is the thing that you should actually experiment upon. There are other lucrative lines that are coming into picture these days, that is AI, ML, and so, but there also you should go in the core. See, in AI and ML, if you are going just with the libraries, then that doesn't count as an experience. Okay, given a library, anybody can be a ML kind of person, right? But the companies don't search that kind, right? You cannot call yourself MLAI data science enthusiast if you are just going through the libraries. You should actually go in the core concepts there, right? That is the thing. Then we have Android development and many more. You should also delve into open source kind of stuff, right? You should actually delve into hackathons kind of stuff so that you have great projects over your resume. Guys, see, there are three kind of things if you see as a college student if I cater to. First is the personal project, right? Personal project is very basic kind of project. Second is the hackathon project. That is actually a MVP, actually a product, right? But with minimal features. Third is the open source contribution into many good organizations in many good projects, right? So of course, guys, if I have to give them the weightage, then I will say this will be the top priority, this will be the second, and personal projects is the third. So if you're a college student, guys, 4 years or 3 years is a lot of time to explore. You should explore like this, right? Now, what about a working professional? Working professional need to describe the boundaries here. Now what do I mean need to describe the boundaries here? Basically, guys, try to understand this thing that if you're a working professional, you have a limited time, okay, because there is a job, there is a full-time job that you have to cater to. And if you are working in a tech domain, then you are already gaining the development experience from there. So I think from that side you are already sorted, right? So basically, guys, then you can go with the personalized plan according to your need and according to your level, which should not be that hard to follow, and you should be able to follow this. So basically, as a working professional, guys, the number one thing you need is personalized guidance or personalized plan according to your needs, right? According to your needs, and basically like the plan that should be set exclusively for you, and so that you can follow that plan without any delay, right? So that you can figure out as on your own, or you can take the mentorship from someone, right? This is again what you say, like it depends upon you, right? But guys, the thing is your preparation should never affect. As a working professional, you should target, okay, this is the time, this is the time that I will take, and this is the time that I have to perform the switch, right? Given the market conditions are right. Market conditions will surely become right in coming quarters, right? 1 or 2 quarters, maybe 2 quarters. So you have that much time to prepare. Just make sure that whenever you get the opportunity, you're not missing that opportunity due to the lack of preparation, right? That is one thing that you need to follow really, really well. Now, guys, networking and job strategies. So basically, guys, for networking and job finding strategies, you should actually network with the people who are working in the companies you are targeting upon. Let us say, guys, you are targeting Google. So you need to connect with people such as like talent acquisition people at Google. More weightage or more good will be if you know like connect with software engineers who are working at Google, SW2, SW3, etc. Now, why I'm saying that SWT, SW3 people are more lucrative to connect with than talent acquisition? Because, guys, the thing is, they were in your shoes sometimes ago, right? They were the one who were also searching jobs, right? Who were searching jobs into this company. So they know how to do these things, right? So they can actually refer you if they find you the correct candidate, because they are the one who actually know what are the correct skills that are actually required to be in that XYZ company, right? They can give you good pointers over your resume. They can give you good pointers about your job strategy, given that you are approaching them in a correct manner. If you are approaching them in a wrong manner, then of course nobody will answer. But the thing is, if you approach people in the correct manner, there will be many cases that they will give you good advices. And if you are a better fit, they will actually, what you say, they will actually refer you as well, right? So that is the thing, that is why I say that networking, you should actually network with people. Like suppose you're targeting XYZ company, make sure that you are networking with the people of that company, right? That is the thing. And guys, basically try to be as personalized as possible with them, right? Some people just, don't answer good questions to they don't ask good questions with them. Like what they will say is, can you search a job ID for me? No, that is wrong. Nobody will do that job for you. If you are lazy enough to even search suitable position for yourself, why a person will think that you are a good fit for their company? According to your level, according to your preparation, according to your experience, you should be active enough to search a job ID that is relevant to you. If you ask me, hey, can you find a position for me which is relevant to me? No, this is not my work to do, right? This is entirely your work to do if you are approaching that person, because a person actually get hundreds of requests from people to give them the referral. So basically they will filter out you at that point only. Nobody will spoon feed you, right? Unless or until you are actually paying to them, nobody will spoon feed to you. That is the case, right? So these are some things, guys, that you need to take care upon when you are actually planning to switch from service based to product based companies, right? As a working professional. And for freshers, I've already told that you guys should actually explore. That is the thing, right? That is really really important, right? Now I would also like to take some questions, right? So there is one question by Funny. I'm a student in second year. Actually, I'm not getting interest in Monstack or something similar. Java stack, which include, okay, will it help in my? Of course, of course, of course. You can go with the Java stack, right? Make some good projects around them, and that will surely help, right? Java is here to stay. It will not die. Certificates doesn't add any value to your resume. Okay, let us suppose that you have learned mean stack from some platform, right? And you are just adding that certificate. That will never add any value. What you gain, what you are making, what you are building from gaining that skill is actually the thing which vouches for you. So more than the certificate, what I will say is, include the projects, include the hands-on works in your resume. Certificates never add the value, never. People are taking many certificates. Companies are also knowing this thing, that okay, there are certificates, XYZ certificates that people are sharing, like taking, and it never adds any worthy value, because many people just take online certificates by running the lectures, and they don't have any things. Kanani, this session we cannot discuss about open source as of now, right? We can keep some another session for that stuff, right? So there are already many videos. Even my videos are available on YouTube. You can just search Karthik Sapra over YouTube, right? Karthik Sapra open source. You will get to know. But this topic is a standalone topic which needs time for the discussion, and this session is not correct for that. Okay. So for Google Summer of Code or open source, you can just search my name over YouTube and you will find my lectures, right? Many big lectures. I don't want to reiterate them because I have covered the whole process there. You can just go through it and your each and every question will be answered. Sai, actually it will make harder for you. See, so you are in a non-coding role, right? What is your advice for switch into dev? See, the thing is, yes, it is somewhat hard because this 2 year experience is invalid for you. Okay, as a tech role, this 2 year experience is not, you cannot write that, okay, I have 2 years experience in the industry, right? You will come as a fresher only, right? So you should actually target fresher roles in companies and you should broaden your search there, right? So it's not that hard to make the switch. But the thing is, you cannot expect senior level roles there. That's a big no. Apply for entry level roles. Okay. This session is also not about ML engineer, Kiran. We cannot discuss it here again because these things are the standalone things. These are the standalone topics that we need to discuss. Right. So these we can include in some other sessions, that is for sure. But I will like you guys to like keep your questions regarding the topic of this session, please. Right. Srinath, again, I already told you it depends upon the target company you are targeting. DSA is important anyway. You should at least have the intermediate level grasp over DSA. If you are not having that grasp, your development experience will not also work a lot. I will say that. ठीक है. Negotiating the salary, Vikash, is always the last step. First, get your required skills, get your required job. Right. That is really important. Negotiating is the last step when you get the job. Right. So, first, guys, prioritize those things that are really important. Come up with some good questions which actually needs an answer. Right. That is the thing. Negotiating salary as a fresher is something that is the very last step. Right. And also, guys, here I also want to tell you about the one-on-one long-term mentorship that I am actually offering it pre-placed. Right. So those of you like working professionals who actually need personalized mentorship, personalized plan, right? They want accountability, right? They want a good, correct pathway, right? And if they are not consistent with their preparation, I will suggest you this one-on-one long-term mentorship also, which if you are interested, you can join. So initially we have the trial session. In trial session, I will actually understand your needs and problems in your preparation journey. Right. I will understand your skill gaps, right? And I will define a timeline to get your job ready, right? And if you wish to take the long term mentorship, guys, the things which you will get is a personalized plan according to your needs, right? Second thing there will be that this you will be accountable. Now, what do I mean by accountable? There will be constant checks on you about your preparation, right? Are you preparing well or not? Right. Are you following the plan or not? And if you are not following, then why? What are the issues that you are not able to follow the plan? That is something that we will cater to. Right. Then we will have resume building. Right. We will have mock interviews. Now, why mock interviews are important? Basically, see, guys, sometimes what happens is candidate knows everything, but he or she is not able to convey. Right. So if they're not able to convey, then what happens is there is a gap in the soft skills. Right. So we also have to take this gap into account. Right. So long-term mentorship will also help you there. Basically, we will have weekly mock interviews as well, or like one mock interview in 2 weeks, because I need to know, are you preparing that well? Right. Second thing is, guys, for the roadmap, which like the technical competencies, right, which you need for the switch, right? I will actually make sure that you have the personalized plan for yourself. Let us suppose, guys, see, let us suppose you are at the intermediate level. Why I will give you the beginner plan? Because what will happen is you will get bored with that and you will lose time. So first thing that you will get here is the personalized plan, right? Personalized plan, which we can modify. Let us suppose that today you have 5 hours a day, but after 1 month you get into some priority project and you only have 3 hours a day. Then, guys, we will again modify that plan. Right. So basically, the thing here is long term mentorship actually here means that you are able to follow out the personalized plan and you are job ready in n number of months. Right. The n number of months I will decide, I will be able to get to know in the trial session after knowing your experience and everything. Right. So this is something that I actually offer. And another thing that offer is assistance in applying for job, right? Basically how you can apply for the job, your resume score. So we have to optimize your resume as well to make it ATS friendly, right? How you can get the job referrals, how you can negotiate the salary, because see, you will not like to be underpaid, so how you can negotiate the salary as well. So these are some kind of things that you will be provided. Constant interaction here is really really important, because the thing is, the only thing that people lack is the consistency. See, resources are also available freely in the market, right? But there are so much tutorials and something that people are not able to consistently follow them, right? So how the one-on-one long mentorship work is that we will basically see how you are working. Are you working on that provided plan or not? That plan will be exclusively for you, right? And if you have certain doubts in certain topic, then our session will be converted into a teaching a certain topic as well. So basically, long term mentorship is not about teaching you everything end to end, right? It's about giving you a plan, giving you the resources which you can follow. But if you still have some doubts in your mind, right, so we can actually convert that session into teaching the topic, making you like ready, making your clarity, making yourself clear, right? So these are the things that are actually provided, right? Resume vagera to I have already told you and everything, right? So major thing that you will get here is consistency and the accountability by making sure that you are job ready in an amount of time, right? So that is the thing which is offered in the one-on-one mentorship, right? Kanani, for this again, yeah, this plan actually fits for a third year college student as well, because you will get the personalized plan anyway, right? Yeah, Zubair, you can get job as a fresher in IT company. Like what kind of question is this? I didn't understand. If you're a self-taught developer, yeah, you will obviously get the job. Right. What is the difference in self-taught developer and a developer who is taught by this? Palak, any questions you have in your mind? Like I already answered this thing, right? Web development is a good option for a better job, Manav. But as a first year student, I will also say explore more. Right. Explore more, make some projects, contribute to open source, and many things. Because who are you? What is your level? Are you a working professional as of now? So you are a fresher then. Simple as that. How you can be the intermediate level developer here? How you can apply for the roles which require 2 3 years of experience? You can apply for the entry level role, right? Say, ask questions that are relevant to you. So you have done training, then what? What training? Like, have you contributed to open source in some big projects? Do you have some good internship experiences? Or what I can say, do you have some hackathon experiences as well? Right. What good projects do you have on your own? What you have built on your own? Right. See, trainings and certifications never add that value. Right. Your work adds the value. Right. That is the thing that you need to understand. Certificates will never add the value to your resume. I'm telling you this thing. Right. The only thing that will add a value is your portfolio of projects, your portfolio of experiences. Right. There are many people with lots of certifications. Right. See, it is the truth that I'm telling you. Start working upon the hands-on things. If you are, if you want to be a very good developer, right? I'm telling you this from my experience. Aditya, college plays some role, but not that much role, right? If you have a relevant skill, you will be considered. No worries regarding that, right? Sir, I'm in third year currently. I'm doing DSA and also some hands-on blockchain. So, on which field should I focus on blockchain or MAN? Tushar, at that point, I think you already know in which things you are, like interested, right? Just try to go with that now, I will say, because you're already in third year. ठीक है ना? So what I will say is that now you can pursue one thing which you actually like more, or you can also go with both. I don't see any problems with going with both as well, right? So you can go with blockchain if you're more interested, right? No issues with that. So guys, this is about the long term mentorship that I told you, and you can book a free trial session with me, like by scanning this QR code, or if you will go on app.preplace.in, you will search Karthik Sapra, and you can book a free trial session. Right there also you can see the pricing of the long term mentorship as well. Right. Again, long term mentorship is one on one. It's not a group session, it's one on one session where you will be dealt with everything exclusively on personalized level. Right. So this is the thing where you can book the free trial session by scanning the QR code, or you can go on the site, search Karthik Sapra, and book a free trial session in the available slot. Right. Now, before concluding the session, guys, I want to take if there are any one or two more questions you guys have. I am actually right now personally catering to the people who want a job switch. Right. So the people who are interested in a job switch, they can actually book a trial session. We can discuss about your needs. Right. More than freshers, right now I'm dealing with people who are working professionals. Right. Who want the job switch, as I myself has done this service based to product based company switch. So those of you who are working, those of you who need the pathway or the one-on-one long-term mentorship, they can actually book this free trial session, and they can actually, like tell me their needs, and we can talk on that. Aditya, you can go with anything, but make sure that you know ins and outs of the technology and the projects that you made. Right. If web, you feel that you can go with web, go with web. If you feel Android, go with Android. Right. It doesn't matter, because see guys, nobody is asking you like why you chose this thing as of now, right? That thing come into picture when you are more experienced. Like, what is your decision to choose this technology over that technology, right? Yes, DSA is used in the development done in companies, not at a very good level, Srinath, but these are the core foundations that are used in products a lot. Bhavishya, tier 3 college is no more a criteria. You need to know why your resume is not getting selected. Do you lack skills? Right. Is your resume not ATS friendly? There can be many reasons, and as of now, the job market is also not at very good level, right? Which will actually improve gradually in coming quarters, right? So there can be different reasons for the same. Maybe your resume is not optimized enough, or you are applying for the jobs that are not relevant for you, right? That is the thing. Yeah, Zubair. You if you're a skill developer, you don't have any degree, then also you can actually apply. See, many companies do the degree, see the degrees, but there are many more startups which have started focusing upon a person's skills now. So for here, but the only thing is you should have standalone, like, good things on your resume, right? Let us suppose if you are making some kind of CRUD application only, and some other person with a degree also made a CRUD application, then of course you will not be preferred over, right? There should be some, like, speciality in your resume, some special things which you have done, right? Which will justify that, okay, for you are at par with other people with a degree, right? But if you have just CRUD applications or the projects that other peoples are also making, then that doesn't make any difference, right? You understood my point, right? Again, Tushar, that is something that depends upon your resume only, right? I haven't seen your resume, so I cannot comment much. But what I will suggest you guys to do is, you guys can just search for some resume over Overleaf. Okay, Overleaf you can, or Share Latex, right? There you will get the resumes that are actually selected, and you can just compare your resumes with them, right? Are there skills that you are lacking, right? What are the skills that you should include? Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? Share Latex, Overleaf, you can search for entry level position, resume for company specific with some keywords, right? You will get, right? That is the case. So, guys, I hope that you don't have any questions. Again, guys, there are 5 slots left for one-on-one mentorship that I'm taking. So just taking 5 mentees, right? For long-term mentorship, what you can do is book a trial session with me, and I am preferring working professionals right now, right? Working professionals who want the switch from service-based to product-based companies. Again, Aditya, that depends upon company to company. Try to understand this thing, right? Why I'm saying company to company? A company that is dev heavy, right, will actually require you to make good level projects, some good level open source contributions. Let us take an example here. Let us suppose that you are the, like, Aditya is contributing to, like, like, what we can say, 7-zipper project, right? Or you can say VLC media player. VLC media player is almost used by everyone, right? Now, Tushar doesn't have any open source contributions. So a dev heavy company will actually select Aditya over Tushar, because they know that this guy will need less polishing, less training to be converted into a really good developer, right? So dev heavy companies actually requires a good level of projects, good level of open source contributions, hackathons, projects, and many things, right? To filter this out. So again, see, guys, your skills actually, like, if you're targeting a certain set of companies, preparation also changes for that company, right? So that you need to understand. You can't do things randomly nowadays. With the increasing competition in the market, you can't do things randomly. That is a no, no, a big no, right? Palak, you can actually book a session. No issues in that. Okay. We can see, right? So guys, that's all for this session. I hope that you got some clarity around switching from service based to product based companies, right? And hope that this will actually like help you. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Karthik, for the session. I'm sure that it was helpful to a lot of mentees. And we can end the session now. We will also be sharing the recording of the session and the PPT for the same. Um, so you'll probably get it in a day or two. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending. And thank you, Karthik. We can end the meeting now.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. Dhruv, can you end the call?
Yes, yes, sure.